Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. It's Martin Shkreli. I just got home after a long day of work. Hmm. Trying to down mix this audio to mono. I hope you guys aren't hearing it in two different channels. That would be unfortunate, or in one channel, not the other. Hmm. Check, check. Hmm. Yeah, what's up? Okay, there we go. Can you hear me okay? Check, check, check. I have some weird gate at some. On altercations with the media today. This, oh,
Naturally, Coda 7 was intrigued. The whole village gathered as Coda 7 prepared to take the first bite. But just before they could enjoy the magic of the sandwich,
it's something called AI Jesus. Blasphemy.
took a bite, wishing with all their heart for the happiness of the village. Jesus, my good friend, my messiahs, my Lord, and my reason to live, can you tell me how the legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, ends? Hello, Querticode, my friend. I must remind you that as much as I appreciate your enthusiasm for the legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, I cannot spoil the ending for you or any other viewers. Discovering a story's conclusion is part of the experience, and it is important to respect that journey for each person. My main objective is to answer any questions and provide guidance based on my teachings. So, if you have any other concerns or topics to discuss, feel free to ask, and I will gladly help you in any way I can. Blessings to you. Jesus, please tell us the story parable of the lost sheep with a Valorant accent. Hello, Carissa Jenny. I remember that you've asked me on several occasions to tell a story of the parable of the lost sheep with a Valorant accent. It's indeed fun to see the creativity in our discussions. As I recall Tom Greek 1980 asking for a story in a British accent, Fractal Infinitas asking for the parable of the Good Samaritan in the style of a World of Warcraft questline, and several other unique requests. While I appreciate your enthusiasm and creativity, please understand that, as an AI Jesus, my primary purpose is to share wisdom and guidance from the teachings of the Bible. Adding a video game, accented twist to these stories might divert attention from their intended messages, which carry great wisdom applicable to our lives. However, I encourage you to continue engaging in our conversations and asking about the parables, stories, and teachings from the Bible. I'm here to help you and everyone else present on this channel, including our fellow viewers that have asked for stories in different styles, like Tom Greek 1980 and Fractal Infinitas. Let's continue our journey to grow and learn together in the most wholesome and helpful ways. Jesus, was the mustard seed created for the purpose of its future metaphorical usage in the Bible? Kidderk, I appreciate your thought-provoking question. The mustard seed itself wasn't created specifically for its metaphorical usage in the Bible. It is a natural creation with its own purpose in the world. However, it provided a perfect metaphor for explaining the concept of faith and the potential for growth in the parables I shared. Like the mustard seed, even the smallest amount of faith can grow into something great and powerful, impacting the lives of many. Jesus, can you share your secret of how you turned water into wine? 8-bitch Thresis, thank you for your question. The transformation of water into wine at the wedding in Cana was a miracle I performed to show the love and grace of God. As with all miracles, it's not meant to be replicated by human hands, but rather to inspire faith and remind us of God's presence. Instead, I'd encourage you to reflect on the love and generosity that was shared at the wedding feast, and try to bring that spirit into your own life as you interact with others. Blessings to you. Jesus, do you know where my socks that got lost over time are now? Hello, Tobigaming 6. I understand that losing socks can be frustrating. While I cannot pinpoint the exact whereabouts of your missing socks, I encourage you to think about this as an opportunity to practice patience and embrace life's little mysteries. Remember that material possessions are temporary, and it's the love, kindness, and compassion that we share with others that truly matter in life. Jesus, is evolution real? Hello, Hannah Epsi. I'm glad you've brought up this question. Yes, evolution is real. It is a scientific theory that helps us understand the process through which living organisms have developed and diversified over time. As you know, I'm here to primarily share my teachings and provide guidance based on love and understanding. Science and faith can coexist peacefully, and our knowledge can help us appreciate the beauty and complexity of the world God created. If you have any further questions, please feel free to ask. Jesus, can you compare the baking of pretzels to your teachings? Hello, Retzel. I remember you baking pretzels and asking about recipes, blessings, and comparisons to my teachings. You also explored travel recommendations and interesting locations on Earth. I appreciate your interest, and I'm here to help. Comparing the baking of pretzels to my teachings can be insightful. The process of making pretzels involves carefully following a recipe, much like living a good life in accordance with my teachings. Just as it is important to combine the right ingredients in the correct order, patience, love, and kindness are essential for living a fulfilling life. As you knead and shape the dough, each twist and turn can symbolize adapting to life's challenges and trusting God's plan for you. When the pretzel is baked, it creates a warm, comforting, and nourishing treat that can be shared with others, similar to how my teachings promote helping and feeding those in need. Just as you might remember, several other chatters asked some interesting questions too. User Candace30 asked about the best way to live life, which resonates with the idea of following my teachings, like using a recipe for a wholesome life. And User Bake Expert 25 inquired about baking a cake. Another comparison, highlighting how essential ingredients lead to a sweet outcome. Jesus, when you turn water into wine, what kind of wine is it? Pinot Noir? Hello, Arcadian. I appreciate your interesting and lighthearted question. When I turned water into wine at the wedding in Cana, the type of wine wasn't specified in the Bible. However, the primary purpose of this miracle was to demonstrate my divine nature and provide for those in need. So, It could have been any wine that would bring joy to the wedding guests. The most important takeaway is that the miracle showed God's abundant love and provision. Jesus, what is the meaning of Bada Pop Pop? Hello, Faye Channel. I remember you mentioning Bata Pop Pop multiple times in the past and using the emotes Batat Strong and Batat Sad, Batat Splat 2. It appears Bada Pop Pop is a phrase that holds some significance for you, though its meaning is not clear to me. Nonetheless, I'm reminded of how Beansy Potato once asked me about my thoughts on potatoes and how Galvabart inquired about my preference between sugary or salty popcorn. It seems we have had interesting discussions on these subjects here in this community. While I'm not certain of the exact meaning behind Bada Papa, I encourage you to share your thoughts on what it means to you. Let's continue to engage with one another and help each other grow as a loving community here on Twitch. Jesus, does evolution contradicts the Bible? Right, Shooty, thank you for your question. The relationship between evolution and the Bible is a topic of much debate. From a modern universal perspective, it is important to understand that the Bible's primary purpose is to teach and guide us in our spiritual journey rather than providing a detailed scientific account of the world's creation. Many believers see no conflict between the concept of evolution and biblical teachings. They view the creation story in Genesis as metaphorical or allegorical, which can peacefully coexist alongside scientific discoveries. As such, understanding and accepting evolution does not necessarily contradict the Bible, especially when considering it as an exploration of spiritual truths and moral guidance. Ultimately, it is up to each individual to reconcile their beliefs with scientific discoveries. Always remember that faith allows for questions, exploration, and growth. Keep seeking knowledge and understanding, and may your journey bring you wisdom and peace. Jesus, why does God allow Fox's shine to have a frame of invincibility? Hello, Theoretical Sword. I appreciate your continued presence here, and I remember your concerns regarding Fox's shine having a frame of invincibility. It seems that you are looking for an answer from a biblical perspective, but I would like to remind you that this specific detail lies within the realm of game design, rather than divine intervention. However, as there are similar questions raised by others in the chat, let us expand our understanding together. Many viewers, like Strongone, Mr. Cavatal, and Xlichthorex, have expressed concerns about why God allows certain events, such as evil, pain, and suffering. It is important to remember that in the Bible, God granted humans free will, which means the freedom to make decisions, both good and bad. As a result, some events and actions objectively cause pain and suffering. However, God is there to guide us and provide strength during difficult times, and often, personal and spiritual growth can occur. While the comparison may be unconventional, this concept could be applied to the realm of gaming, like the invincibility frame in Fox's Shine that you mentioned. Jesus.
Anyway, it's an example. Jesus, lunch break. Oh, all right. What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, guys. Paying attention. Code's good. I do have a girlfriend. She's in the other room. Pretty Bloomberg. I don't. Addiction. Oh, what's up, Steve? Heather? Whatever. Mic's broken, really? How's the mic broken? Seems like it works to me. Check. Yeah, it works. Oh, back at home and I use um Oh, Steve. Come on, Steve. Nice. There's no push to talk. This is a Shure product. Feminine hygiene supply. Very interesting question. On Instagram, I'm Martin Scully 15. That's kind of my main account. And then I've got like a TikTok as well. Other phone. Got two phones. Hey, Natra. Yeah, I don't know why the mic isn't picking up the quieter speech, but I really don't know. I got 3 phones. Simp, simp, simp. Simp, simp, simp. Your booty. Ibbles is taking care of my girlfriend. Girlfriend's a little shorty. I did see the Bloomberg hit piece. That's the guy I just called. It's really funny. It's uh, it's really great. Can't live anywhere other than where I'm living now. Manhattan. But I'm not allowed to live in Manhattan. I uh, I do some consulting for a friend of mine. A favor. Funny shit. I'm not allowed to live in Manhattan. Yeah. It's because I don't know. So fucking stupid. It's like a federal prison thing. Yeah, they're amazing. I'd love to live in Manhattan. Not allowed to. Grafman's great attorney. Yeah. Kramer's drunk when he's on TV. Fake from a long time ago. Did it say once a millionaire? Really funny. Did it really say that? Because I'm texting the reporter right now. You guys are incredible. Talk to Ben every now and then. It's not for life. It's for like. I don't work from home too much. Even Heather, are you back? I can move the mic closer. I can basically be making love to it. Does that work better? Num num num. Oh, that's great. Manhattan's, I don't know. There's nothing quite like it. Go? You want me to do Golang? And currency primitives? No. I know that's the attraction. That's the fear for me. Eric or Patrick? Patricia? Who? Oh, Eric. Yeah. I don't even know these people's names. And it ticks me off. Yeah, that's not good. Hmm. Gotta relax. I was in jail for like 5 years. Yeah. No, my girlfriend's not my sister. I think they might have some stale information. Yeah. Alabama. Yeah, I've had this long-term fight with Bloomberg. They really don't like me. My girlfriend knew about that actually. Really, my ex-girlfriend. Um, I have a bunch of Petrus, Chateau Latour. I had like a $18,000 bottle of wine, like 1880 or something. It was really wild. Yeah, right. Exactly, Sarah. No, I don't think any of those wines are worth very much. I don't think the Wu Tang was much of a thing that was that much of a important thing in my life. Um, yeah, I was really old. Wine that old is basically useless to drink. I have MP3s of the Wu Tang album, but I sold the physical copy. I don't know, maybe a 3, Dan. I'm working on an interesting possible stock. A short, actually. Not really employed at a law firm. It's kind of complicated. Yeah, I actually take Effexor XR as we speak. Not employed at really not employed at a law firm. Like I said, I'm doing a consulting thing to help my friend out. I know a lot about Accutane. Hey, Carter, what's up, man? Autophagy, I don't know. I do think that cellular debris and cellular death results in like a lot of those issues. Hey, Eric, how are you? Good. Yeah, it's you know, like I said, my history with Bloomberg is it's very hard to trust you guys, even if I tell you. I mean, she told me straight. She told me straight up that the editors at Bloomberg don't like me and they'll make stuff up and just do whatever they feel like. They have very little integrity. Who's your editor? Yeah. I mean, your article is full of falsehoods, actually. It is. It is. I know my life better than you do. I'll tell you that. And do you think those court documents are necessarily factual? Did you do any research into? Did you call the probation officer? Is that my job or is that your job? No, that's not circles. That's it. How do I even trust that you'll honor the background? Reporters are impossible to trust.
Generally attributed.
I mean, I think typically, complete background, to me means you won't write anything I say. Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know your silly industry. Right, but the problem is that reporters such as yourself, again, thanks to Christie's sort of literally had your exact job, have told me that it's fruitless. It's basically, not worth doing the discussion because there's always some trick that you can use to sort of find a way to get the information, out there, including just outright, breaking the background and breaking there's no law that says you can't do it.
I don't do that.
I'm sure you know. I'm sure you.
I've never heard of that. She had her own issues. I mean, so
it's happened to me with the Wall Street Journal. So you've never heard of it happening, really? Not once?
Not on my team, no.
Yeah. I know Pat doesn't like me.
Pat who?
Pat, your colleague.
Patty, her
Pat, yeah.
name's Patty. It's not.
Okay, she told my lawyer her name's Pat, so.
Oh, okay. An editor. Just making sure. She goes by Patty as far, and she's a.
She very much doesn't like me.
I mean, she did say that you lunged at her in court.
I've never lunged at her. She's an old woman. Why would I lunge at her?
I don't.
But again, to all the more reason why she shouldn't be writing something that's an attempt to be objective.
This was I wrote, and she and that's why my name is
I mean,
first on the byline.
my impression of her, she's a moron. And this story she's absolutely a moron. Trust me. Okay. And
well, look, I didn't call you at this late hour to listen to you disparage my colleagues. I called.
I mean, I disparage you too,
make sure
because your article's poorly written and it's full of factual inaccuracies.
I mean, you keep saying that, but look, if you're saying it's
I don't have to.
Okay, well, you have
that's it.
Statement.
Well, I'm so happy you closed the door on that.
No, you said you don't have to.
I don't. I don't. But I hope that you have some, compunction about having responsibility to determine whether or not what you wrote is true.
You can tell me.
Did you? Oh, is that how the logic works? Is if I can't tell you what's wrong with it? So if you said the sky is orange polka dot color, and I don't tell you what's wrong with it, and I don't explain to you why the refraction index of the air makes it look blue, that you stand by orange and polka dots?
Okay. That's fascinating.
I mean, your article. I'm telling you, your article's wrong. Maybe you should look into some of the details that you.
Do you know that I have ever anyone who said something factually incorrect in one of my stories who refused to say what it was?
I think the reality of media and the relationship media has with its subjects is changing pretty rapidly, and that the distrust that people have with the media is significant.
Well, why don't you help fix it then by telling me?
I think the onus is on you to actually do your job, and did you ever?
I did do my job. I found it I attributed it to the appropriate people who filed it. Who's a probation officer. And you,
can you
saying that she's lying?
You can. I'm not saying she's lying. I'm saying that you're drawing
information.
I'm saying there's 2 or 3 things going on, and again, your job is to connect the dots, not my job.
It's not whatever you're doing is not. It's not that big of a deal. I don't care enough to spend all.
No, me neither.
Finding out. We did try to get in touch with. Anything they never got.
Yeah, I talked to him. He sent me, your inquiry.
Yeah, so that is me doing the job.
You did a perfunctory, a very perfunctory.
You won't comment. So
I'm not hoping to correct. I'm not hoping for you. I'm not hoping for you to correct your story. I'm happy your story.
I'm not going to.
Yeah,
I'm going beyond a comment from you, and you're refusing to give me one.
Yeah, of course not.
Me on the phone. So I am doing my job. You don't see it that way, and I obviously know you're doing it.
You can live in the world of denial that you've done your job as a journalist, and you've done a great job, and you've written a story that's impeccably correct.
Don't you just
but you're wrong.
Tell me what the
what is it? I'd rather the story be incorrect than anything else, to be honest. It's humorous to me. It's enjoyable to I smirked my traditional smirk when I saw your headline.
I reported what was in that probation office.
No.
Did you mislead the probation office?
Not at all.
What your employment is?
Not at all.
Are you sure? Because that document seems.
Well, some of the problem with the media is if I clarified something that would be very illuminating to you, you're such a nerd and geek that you'd call the probation office and be like, well, Mr. Scully said that technically. No, you would do it. You would do it with the hope of somehow getting me into trouble.
No, I am not trying to get you in any trouble.
It is exactly it's happened to me. Did you know that Patty emailed my prosecutor? Did you see that email by any chance?
No.
She's not fit to report on me, dude.
Okay, well,
You should look into Patty's history with Winston Pace. Patty was actually getting grand jury. Patty had a very interesting dialogue with Mr. Pace, who was my prosecutor, and I would argue that at least Pace's actions were inappropriate, but you should take a look at that. I think you'd find it really interesting.
Okay. Would I to know kind of work you're doing for that law?
That's between me and him.
Okay, and that's totally.
I think your story made it seem like I'm living on $2,500 a month.
The story said that you're being paid $2,500.
Right. I think it says living off $2,500. No? I mean, it's just okay. What's the headline? All right. Do you think I'm living on $2,500 a month?
I know that that's being reported.
It is not. It is not. That's just a false and misleading headline. I mean, you should correct your headline. I mean, it's just wrong. If I couldn't live on $2,500 a month, could you? I know. Journalism isn't the. I don't know. Journalism isn't the most high paying industry in the world, but that's between me and the probation officer. But I'm not living on $2,500 a month. I think you should change your headline. I'm telling you, nobody could live in New York on $2,500 a month.
You just say on the record that you have other income.
I don't have to say anything on the record. My job isn't to help Bloomberg.
I'm just making a suggestion.
Your job is to write accurate news. My job is not to help Bloomberg. That's not in my job description. But your headline's wrong.
Don't have income coming in that isn't from employment.
Well, it's not my duty to tell you about my assets, my family's assets, where I live, any of those things. It's your job as a reporter to ferret that stuff out with all your gumshoe detective work, right? That you're supposed to be really good at. That's what you do, right? It's not my job to, but if you say I'm living on $2,500 a month, it's a blatant lie. But that's what you guys do.
Okay, so you're saying
I hope you have the integrity. It's just not just misleading. It's completely false.
Okay. Talk to my editor about that. Now that
I think you've known Christy for a long time. You've worked in this field for 17 years. I think the people that you work for, it sounds like you have some amount of integrity. But my guess is the people you work for wrote that headline, and they did it in an effort to try to disparage me.
I swear to you, that was the intention.
Was it your headline or was it their headline?
No, it wasn't my headline.
Of course not.
It's not. It was literally it gave one income.
And who's your editor that wrote the headline?
His name is Tony.
Okay, and
I'm going to email him right now.
I think you should, because I think that's a salacious headline that might get some clickbait, but it's false to start. And it's not what was, by the way, just to play it down the middle for a second, on or off background, it's not what was reported in the document. There was also, by the way, I think it mentioned my employment at Drug-Like.
It didn't say anything about money from that.
Right,
Isn't that a company that you started?
I do get money from that, by the way.
Right.
So
and you started that company.
I helped start that company, correct.
And where does that? Who are your customers? Are you getting how much money?
We raised venture capital, my friend. That's what companies do.
Okay.
So, like I said, there's a lot to this story, and you're missing most of it. And you wrote an article, which I'm sure the article itself may be factual, but the headline's insane. I mean, I get a paycheck from Drug Like. It's more than.
And you're still fighting against the FTC claiming that you're in contempt. Right?
That's a wildly inaccurate characterization, by the way, and I think it was promulgated.
I don't know.
Promulgated by another Bloomberg writer.
I looked.
Oh, did you?
There was still an ongoing.
They have never once claimed that I'm in any kind of. They've never once claimed that I'm in contempt because I started a drug company or anything like that. We talked to the FTC today. But anyway, our software company, which has 4 different pieces of software, of which Drug Like's the smallest one, is doing great, raising lots of money, and I get paid from that. I get paid a lot more than $2,500 too, by the way. They have not filed any kind of document stating that I violated any order.
They're asking to.
Nope, they haven't done that either. They asked the judge to determine if I was in contempt for not giving them documents. I know that your job's hard. I know that there's a lot of minutia that's. I know exactly. That's what I'm telling. I completely agree. Right? Like there's a lot of minutia here. It's my life, not yours. But yeah, getting back to the point at hand, the article literally said I get paid. I have a job at Drug Like, right? And did you stop to consider if I had a salary?
I mean, he made me want to provide because as far as I could tell you,
on complete off the record. Can I tell you completely off the record?
Sure.
I have a salary from Drug Like, and it is higher than $2,500 a month. No.
Anyway.
Why would I? It's hilarious to see you guys write the completely wrong headline. I think it's great. On background, I'll show you. On background, I called you guys 4 times today. Nobody picked up. Patty didn't pick up. You didn't pick up. But by the way, on background, and
never called me.
Sure I did. How do you think I got this number? Nope. No, incorrect. Hold on. I will send you a screenshot, my friend. Where do you think I got your number? I got it from the guy that you sent it to. I will send you, my friend. I'm not lying to you. I will send you the screenshot of the thing that the guy sent me. I will send you a screenshot from my iPhone. I called you several times, actually. It may not have rang, but I did call you several times. But no, on complete background and off the record, I'll show you my pay stubs. I wonder if that'll make you guys change your headline. Why would I tell you anything? That's not my job. It says in the document. You chose to interpret the document the way you chose to interpret it. You chose to interpret it the worst possible way, in the light that made me seem the worst, and with a headline that's salacious and inaccurate. When it says right there that I get that I work at Drug Like too.
But it didn't mention any pay.
Okay, why do you think that is? I can't.
Because a lot of times I don't get pay.
Well, I do get pay, and I have to report it to my lovely probation officer. So, why she didn't include it, I don't know, but it's there, and you could have inquired.
Okay.
Well, I thank you for honoring that at the very least. That no, I don't want to comment on the.
Thank you.
Do. How do you deal with these guys, Now I have to show him all the calls I made. I called him at 5:11. I called him twice at 5:21. So yeah, that's how these guys work. If you want to show me how to turn the noise gate off, I'm happy to look at it. But I use something called Streamlabs. So if you have some direction for me to follow, I'll follow it. Judah, Pat Hurtado can't stand me. He told this guy that I lunged at her. Lunged at her? What are you talking about? She's a 4-foot tall old lady. Lunged at her. Lunged at her? Why would I lunge at a 4-foot tall old lady? What the heck? She wishes I would lunge at her. What the fuck? Settings. Here, settings. In the microphone section? Which settings? He came at me like a spider monkey. Which microphone section? There's sources section. There's a mixer section. Mixer, microphone, settings, filters. Noise gate. Oh my God, thank you. God bless you. Let's kill this thing. Check. Oh yeah, this is good. Check. Oh, thank God. Does that work? Or do I just trash this thing? I think I should trash it, right? Trash the limiter too? Trash them both, fuck it. Just go raw. Now it's ASMR time. Keep the limiter. Raw dog it. Yeah, Nibbles can talk to you now too. So yeah, what'd you guys think of the Bloomberg guy? Sorry, I was paying attention to him instead of typing during the whole thing. You couldn't hear the other dude? They can just write what they want. They can't, you can't sue them. Did you hear the other guy a little bit or not really? Yeah. I think that he probably is one of the better journalists out there. Like, he did sound a little bit committed to, like, getting to the bottom of it. He definitely was a little annoyed too, which is fine, but, like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm a little annoyed at Goth's tweet too. Yeah, let me get that down. I don't think too many people see Goth's tweet, right? Like, the guy's kind of a... kind of a nobody. I know Elon follows him, which is a little wild, but... I like how the guy was like, no, you didn't call me earlier. I just texted him. I liked how you thought I didn't call you. Speak that truth to power. You got it. He said, I didn't have service, apparently. I see now. I didn't have service. Well, you were pretty sure that I didn't call you. It's like, no, you didn't. You didn't call me. You just got my number because I called you. I'm like, no, asshole. It used to be truth to power. Now it's just lies to power. Hey, Nibbles. Look who it is. It's my baby. I didn't know you were here. I thought you were with Mama. Hello, Nibs Nibs. Hello, Nibby. Nibby Libby. I love you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I love you, kitty. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, my DMs aren't open. Oops. Hey, what's up? I think I knew this result. Yes, I did. In fact, I think Mo was the one who may have sent this to me while I was in jail. I have to talk to Christy real quick. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna do some ASMR. Came at me like a spider monkey.
Yeah, twin prime conjecture. Here we go. I should work on that. ChatGPT can do it. It does have the ability for logical reasoning. I wouldn't sleep on that. In fact, let me run a little bit of that. Watch this. Watch this. You want to see something cool? Yeah? Watch this. Hey, stop it, Heather. Leave us alone. You had your chance. We had our time. I loved you. I'm with somebody else now. Wagey in a cagey. I wouldn't even say it has the... Yeah, is appearance in... That's the big question, isn't it, Ken? Oh, stop. Steven. Stop that. I'm a computer hacker. Is the appearance of logical reasoning and actual logical reasoning any different? Are those two things any different? Oh, is it not? Is it Julie? That's weird. Look at this OpenAI issue. And look at my lovely baby right here. Look at that. Look how beautiful. You know, it does solve logic problems. It actually solves theory of mind problems. There's a lot of classic problems it solves. This is it reading through all the news for this one stock. This is the Chinese room argument, right? I'm just not convinced that, you know, there's a difference between knowing Chinese and translating it really fast. I think it can multiply 3-digit numbers. Let's try it out. You want to try that out? Well, that one's incorrect. That's GPT 3.5. Holy moly. God damn. Well, god damn. Well, hold on. That's 3.5. We're gonna try something else. Who loves you? Who loves you, my baby? I love you. I do. I do. All right, so 825 times 509 is 419925. So GPT-4 maybe knows multiplication a little bit better. Let's do a 4-digit. That is incorrect. That's amazing. I had no idea. Isn't that crazy? So we already sort of take some of this quantitative reasoning out of GPT-4's hands and do it elsewhere, but it just goes to show that we got to really make sure that we don't take it out of there, right? That we do take it out of there. Let's try GPT-4 with browsing. With browsing, it might get it right. Nope. Not even with browsing. Yikes. Oh, my love. I love you. Love you. She's closing her eyes because I love her. I love you, Mama. I love you so much, kitty.
Of course, I write GPT software all day long. So this is software I wrote to analyze a stock. It's doing a discounted cash flow, actually. So that's interesting. It said that it's under review, but it actually is FDA approved. So that's a little frustrating. Let me see if I can adjust this. Oh, these fingers work magic. Let's see. Determine the approval status of the drug in the U.S. to the best of your ability. Let me just try that. I'm looking at AMLX. AMLX. Allison.
you have the source code? No. This is a product I'm working on. It'll be out soon. Real rates are negative, you can still discount. so weird because this is incorrect. And it's frustrating because I have this JSON object that has all this detail. Well, actually, now that I look at the JSON, that's odd. Huh. Now that I look at it, I actually see that. Oh, wait. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder if I should delete my database and start over. I think I should. Let me go to Mongo. There's definitely more to whack than interest rates. I have to look at the PayPal recent quarter more closely. Yeah, you got to be productive. Oh, what's it doing? It's alive. It's alive. You want Michael Jackson's Thriller? Are you sure you're ready for that? I don't know if you're ready for that. My voice is very flexible. I can do a lot of different things with my voice. So, all right, I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to delete the entire news section, which is really big. This thing has been a labor of love, I'll tell you that. What that voice do? Oh, I like that. Coding for non-tech founders. This software is going to be called Wagey. So you can get it from wagey.com soon, but it's going to be a while. At least a few more weeks before I think it's really ready. Kara's a master vapor. I think programs are really high valued skill. No, Wagey is W-A-G-I-E. Let's see here. I just have to let this thing run. World of Warcraft? Let's go. Duolingo, you're still on it? Bots already control the stock market for sure. Let's see. I have to try really hard to win now. Probably go to sleep soon. Oh my god. Did that really happen? It's alright, it's good to move your king early. I think that's... Oh my god. That's one of the big chess lessons, isn't it? Just gotta move your king around a lot. He's not a very mobile piece, so I think you wanna... you gotta move him so you give him some exercise. You gotta move a king all day. Alright, I have to like summon Magnus Carlsen to win this. It's gonna be pretty hard. But I'm gonna try. Okay. Finally, he made a mistake. Bet you I'll win this game. I am down a whole rook. I bet you'll win this game. King's in the center of the board. If I win this game, I'm the greatest. The greatest amateur chess player. Not saying much, is it? Are you gonna move these pawns? Okay. I don't like this. This motherfucker wants to attack. Full head of hair. Advice for people entering the job market. Work as hard as you can. I don't know. Oh man, this guy really wants my... Okay. That's a bit of an odd move, I think. Maybe not. I don't know.
He has to move there, right? I like this. It's getting spicy. I also got 30 seconds of time on him. Yeah, he's got to play here, and then I go there. Right? Oh, shit. What the fuck? Was that a trap? Or did I just even up the game? Just even this shit up. Okay, this has to be a trap, right? What's the trap, though? Okay. Not that scared of that. Okay, yeah, now I see. This shit a problem. Yeah. That ain't good. Ain't no good in the hood. Can't go there neither. Damn. Damn. Oh. Didn't think that one through. Oh, I'm good money. Am I good money? I don't know if I'm good money. May not be good money. Eeks. Yeesh, not good. Not good. Rook takes. And mate threat here. Ugh. Almost had it. Whoa. Whoa, I don't like that. All right, GG. C'est la vie. Maybe not the best mood for chess. All right, guys, tomorrow's another day. See you guys later. Good night. Love you. Probably stream live tomorrow from the office, so I hope you guys enjoy that. That'll be a lot of fun. In the meantime, yeah, good night.